right, welcome back to the Parlay Bros outside at O's crib.
Yes.
What?
It's so nice, man. It's like a little ski lodge.
Yeah, I know.
Well, last week was a blast. I see a little duck. Quack, quack, quack. I went 3 for 3. Oh, how'd you do?
I went 1 for 3. It was not as nice as it is. You guys had duck. I had turkey for.
Nice. What'd you have, Ryder?
2 for 3. 2 for 3.
There we go,
Yeah.
Kev.
3 for 3.
There we go, Duck Man.
Making money for the people.
I am Sean,
Oh, Ryan.
Kevin?
and we are
The Parlay Bros.
We are back. I have an exciting 8-game parlay that yours truly pulled off, but that's going to be a little bit later. So, Kevin, why don't you kick us off on what's going on with the NFL? You're up.
All right. So, 3 for 3 for me, which is pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
So, just to go over my picks, last week I had Chicago at +7 against Philly. Now, what I did not expect was Chicago to win. That was surprising.
That was amazing. It was absolutely. I watched that game, and it was one of those games where, once again, I like the in-live bet.
Yeah.
I kept betting Philly, so it did not work well for me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Chicago never went down.
Never
they
went
were
down
up the whole game.
Whole game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Led the
so
whole way.
they shut them down. That was crazy.
Yep.
My second pick was Trevion Henderson over 65.5 rushing yards. So this one was a bit of a sweat.
Yep.
He ended with 67 rushing
Oh
yards.
man.
Did you see how that went down?
No, I went to sleep in the fourth quarter.
I watched the whole game. He didn't get the ball at all. They were running Ramondre Stevenson most of the first half.
They were.
Yeah.
Wasn't until the second half where he finally got the ball. And then he broke out, I think, in the late third quarter.
Yeah.
He had a big play.
He is such a good running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem is he's not very
Yes.
good at blocking and passing.
No.
So that's why he's not in the game as much, because they say
Every down back.
Yeah, not every down back, and so he needs to learn how to do that, because in the NFL they throw the ball quite a bit.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Facts.
and so I did write it down. He had 11 rushes against Ramondre's 12.
Yep.
But he had way better production. Yeah, 11 for 67.
so much better, yeah.
Ramondre had 12 for 40. You know, I feel like they need to make him at least 2 to 3 down back.
Yeah.
Like,
What'll be interesting to see is the snap count,
yeah.
because the actual carries is very similar, but the snap count was very distorted.
Well,
Yeah.
the other thing too is, like, if you watch the game, they weren't up uncomfortably until the second half.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
That's a
I mean,
good
at
point.
that point, once
That's a good
you're
point.
up, everything's a
are
little bit more
normal.
loose. Everyone's
Yeah,
a little more loose. You kind of have a little more chance to run the ball. And at that point, you're just, I think they call it garbage time.
Garbage time, baby.
Yeah. So, and my third bet was picking the Jets to beat Atlanta in New York. Well, in New Jersey. But, the Jets won
And they were
the
the underdogs.
last-minute field goal.
Yeah, and they're actually the underdogs.
They
in
were
that
the
game.
underdogs. I
Yeah.
figured they pulled it off.
That was a great job.
That was a good pick.
The one thing that surprised me was they actually let Bijan run.
Yeah.
He ran 23 times for 142 yards and a touchdown.
That's a lot of yards.
Yeah,
They
he
were
was-
saying it's insane to have your running back do that well and lose the game.
Yeah.
So that's some poor coaching.
Well,
Did you have any side money on Bijan? Like, because you like to bet Bijan for all-purpose yards.
I mean, if you count my fantasy league, yeah,
Yep.
he's on there, which definitely helped me out. But so they only ran him though because they were up the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
They did not lose. Like, they weren't down until the last field goal.
Yeah.
Until the Jets won. So that's the only reason I think that they ran Bijan. And this week, like, I feel like Bijan's not going to get used at all because they're going to be down because they are playing. I can't remember, but yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, I think it's fun. Like, I mean, what's so fun about sports betting and what we're doing is, like, everything's situational.
100%.
So, like, if your
Oh, yeah.
defense, let's say your defense gets a pick 6 and you're up 6 already. And so, like, that might change how many rushes you get because you're like, okay, now we have a lead.
Yeah.
Whereas if it goes the other way, you might be like, oh, crap, we need to pass, forget the run. So, it's just so fun to see what happens.
Yeah, and like on that note too, there's just some players I feel like you just have to give them the ball. You know,
Completely
Atlanta's
agree.
not a great team.
Yeah.
You know, Kirk Cousins, he can sling it every now and again, but once he gets tired, like that's it.
Yeah.
And Bijan is a playmaker. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Even Tyler Algier is a playmaker.
Yeah.
Even
I
the
agree with that.
backup.
I totally agree with that.
So like the fact that they don't even, I understand game script, but like you have one of the best running backs in the league, so use it.
Yeah.
He's gonna put points up on the board.
Oh yeah.
So that's my gripe with them.
Yeah.
with owning him on my fantasy team. That's
Yeah.
So that was my breakdown. What do you
Cool.
got?
Yeah, I went 2 for 3. So I had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2.5 over Arizona. Surprisingly, the game was way closer than I thought it was going to be. We ended up winning by 3, so I covered that one.
That's a tight game.
It was super tight. Also, I had Buffalo versus Pittsburgh. The funny thing about that game, at halftime, I was actually, I'm going to lose this game. You know what I mean? Because Buffalo was missing both tackles, and Pittsburgh was looking really good. Second half, though, the strip sack of Aaron Rodgers, where he got his nose all bloodied up.
Yeah.
I thought the face mask broke or something.
That was the craziest thing. He was on the ground, his face is bleeding.
busted nose,
Yeah,
yeah.
after that, the Pittsburgh just fell apart completely. See, as soon as Mason Rudolph came in and threw the interception, I was like, we won this bet. You know what I mean?
Did you see the memes? My favorite one was he was sitting on the sideline, broken nose,
Yeah.
just bundled up, right? And people said he looked like he just robbed Kevin McAllister's house, or tried to rob.
I like it. A little Home Alone. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's very good. Very good.
Hand in palm.
Yeah. And then the game I lost is I thought Detroit could beat Green Bay, and Detroit did not. It's actually quite crazy to me. I'm actually a bet I didn't make, which I'm happy. I really thought Detroit could win the division. And so a couple weeks ago, I was going to put some pretty hefty money on Detroit. Thank God I did not, because Detroit has just been losing. And then the Bears in Green Bay keep winning.
That's crazy.
So I'm actually totally shocked. It looks like Green Bay could, the Bears or Green Bay are going to win that division.
Yeah.
Right now, Detroit's at 1,000 to win it, so they're not. They're third in the division type of deal, and they might not even make the playoffs. I mean, how crazy
That's
is that
bonkers.
to think
Yeah.
the Lions might not make the playoffs?
Wow.
Yeah.
With all the hype coming into the season, too.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my games.
How crazy would it be if we were like in a DeLorean, we go back to like September, beginning of
That's
the
what I
season,
mean.
and I'm like, hey, you guys believe if I say the Chicago Bears are going to lead the division?
It's insane.
And then the Patriots are going to lead the division?
The number one seeds right now. How crazy is
They'd
that?
kick us
Like,
out.
I wish
They'd
we
kick
had
us
that.
out
You
of
guys would be
time.
like, get out of here, kid.
I'd be like,
Exactly.
I'd be like, guys, I gotta tell you, Clemson to win the national championship. Shoney, don't do it, don't do it, God,
Don't do it.
don't do it. Great Scott, the Tigers, man.
Oh my God, crazy! Just a crazy turn of events. So, my Thanksgiving was a little different than y'all's. The Gobblegeddon was not good. That's how I took it. So the one bet I did hit, Jacoby Brissett over 1.5. That hit.
Was that your turkey?
That was my turkey.
that was the main
that
dish.
was my
Okay,
turkey.
you called
That
it.
was my main dish.
All right,
I
that's
was
good,
like,
though.
that's
That's
gonna
good.
happen.
That's saving grace.
Jamar Chase anytime touchdown did not happen. Apparently the spit gate was real.
Yeah.
It's just not exactly what we needed it to be.
Nope.
And I think too now T Higgins is questionable or
He is,
something.
yeah.
So now you kind of have that going
A little
on.
foreshadowing to my bet.
That's it. There you go. And then Kansas City Chiefs just keep on. Oh, man, I don't know what to say about them.
How crazy is that? The Chiefs might not make the playoffs. Detroit might not make the playoffs. Like, this is insane. This
You
year.
know,
Yeah, the
can you
Ravens
parlay
too.
that?
They
Yeah.
might not make
Could you
playoffs.
parlay a no Ravens, no
I don't
Lions,
believe so.
no
you could do that.
Chiefs?
Yeah,
sure?
You definitely can do that. Yeah,
That'd
they
be
have that.
interesting.
They have that on our app. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So they lost to the Cowboys. Cowboys, Cowboys are hot right now. Cowboys
Really hot.
are on a heater, so that's
Yep.
good for Dallas fans, and they call it America's team, so they keep on winning. I guess they got what they wanted for Thanksgiving. So
Yep, they did.
So yeah, 1 for 3, and just a rough game. Any other game that stood out? I'm trying to recall anything else that kind of happened. That was kind of like, wow.
For me, one of the biggest games is I'm from Minnesota, so I watch a lot of Vikings game, and just to see how bad that team is.
Yeah.
It is truly not good.
What was the backup's name? I can't think of his name right now.
Is Max Brosner.
Yeah, he's
So
not
he
good.
played he was a Minnesota Gopher, so he's a local kid, but should not be in the NFL. Should not be in the NFL.
No.
How do you get in there?
How do you get in there? So, but yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I could think of too that was kind of wild. I mean, the Bears beat the Eagles. That was okay. Bengals beat the Ravens. Another one. I mean, honestly, every Thanksgiving. If you took all the dogs for Thanksgiving Day,
Yeah.
you would have made some money.
Big money.
Yeah.
Big money.
yeah.
If you parlay them, awesome. If you do what Ryan here says and you bet them individually, make some big money.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was kind of it. How about the Panthers beating the Rams?
That's
Oh,
crazy.
There was
Yeah.
one I knew I didn't want to miss, so
That's
I looked
how
at
it
my phone
is.
real quick.
Yeah.
It's like, what? By 3?
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
crazy thing is, as everyone knows, I have the 49ers to win the division. So that was actually a very good game for me.
Yeah.
Because I thought the Rams were just going to run away with it. You know what I mean?
That's just, it's tight right now, though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. They're all 9-4. You know what I mean?
It's tight. I mean, we got to look at the rest of the games, matchup schedule, that kind of thing, because I kind of want to see what it looks like. What
Well,
it
the
could
crazy
be.
thing is because Seattle's playing so well as well. And so, I mean, you have the Rams, Seattle, and the 49ers all playing amazingly well.
Yeah.
And the team that you can remember was playing Atlanta is Seattle, and they're a 7-point favorite.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So that's what you got going on there
Yeah.
too. So back to that, if Seattle wins that, now they're at
Yeah.
they go back to taking the Rome. Because who do the Rams play this week? Or are they on bye?
I don't know actually.
Actually, here I got it right here. So the Rams are on bye week. Nope, they're playing the Cardinals.
There you
Okay.
go.
That's
So
an
they'll,
easy-
that actually will
win.
help. That'll help
win.
them for the division.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so we
definitely.
got some things going on there. So who wants to kick us off with week 14
So for
picks?
me, I'll kick us off. I'm going to go Baltimore, 5.5 over Cincinnati. This is a huge game for Baltimore. As everyone knows, right now, Pittsburgh and Baltimore are both division leaders. And the thing is in order to make the playoffs, you're going to need to win that division. And so this is a huge game for Baltimore. Baltimore has not looked right, but Cincinnati's got a pretty banged-up team. T. Higgins is probably not going to play. And also, even Trey Henderson, their best defensive player, is probably not going to play either. And so I like Baltimore a lot there. So that's kind of my first pick.
I do like that.
The next pick is the Jaguars over the Colts. The Colts were so great in the beginning of the year, and then Indiana Jones broke his leg. And the guy is playing on a broken femur. And so it's interesting because if you look at his stats the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's really fallen off. Because he used to be able to run. Because as you guys know, Daniel Jones, part of his game is to run. He's no longer scrambling.
Yeah.
Because obviously he has a broken
he
leg.
can't.
Because he can't. And so this is one of those weird things where it's so interesting the coaching staff continues to put him out there, even though he has it's literally broken. Like, you know what I mean? The guy's got a broken leg. And so for me, I think the Jaguars are game there. They're a 1.5 point underdog. But I was talking to Moneyline Kev here, and he talked to me, and I think he'd probably do the money line.
Yeah.
So
If
I
you think they're going to win.
Yeah, so I think
money line.
I think I'll do the money line on that one.
And they're playing in Jacksonville.
in Jacksonville.
Oh, there
Yep.
you go.
And they've been stepping it up.
They really have.
This last
Yeah.
half of the season.
They really have. And then the last game is Cleveland 4.5 over Tennessee. Cleveland has got one of the best defenses. Their defense is very, very good.
Dog pound.
But in Cleveland, they're even better. And when I don't know if you watched any Cleveland games this year, guys, but Myles Garrett is just tearing it up.
He's so
He
good.
having a
leads
Pro
the
Bowl
league.
season.
It's insane. He leads the league in sacks. I think he's going to probably break Strahan's record. I mean, what he's doing is absolutely insane.
Oh, yeah.
And I've watched Tennessee, and they have a rookie quarterback. They just continue to find ways to lose.
Yeah.
And so 4.5 to me seems like a very easy number to cover.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm going to go Cleveland over Tennessee, the Jaguars over the Colts, and then Baltimore over Cincinnati.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it. Who's up?
So I guess I'll go second. Let's see. All right, so my first pick is going to be a player prop. We're going to take Bucky Irving on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing the New Orleans Saints at home. Tampa Bay at home. So I'm going to take Bucky Irving at over 89.5 all-purpose yards, rushing and receiving yards. So New Orleans is ranked 23rd in stopping the rushes. They average allowing 110 yards just on rushing. So, there's that. And
I like
Bucky,
that too because he'll get some screen passes and
yeah, exactly.
is so-
Like he
watching
gets like
him play
20
last
yards
week-
a game at
Oh,
least.
throw him in the
Dude,
slot.
watching him
Yeah.
last week, I was like, Bucky's the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had him for so many weeks, you kind of forget how good he is.
Yeah.
And then he came out, and in the beginning of the game, Todd Bowles was like, we're going to see who's got the hot hand. By the end of the game, it was all Bucky. You know what I mean?
And he played the whole game. He
Yeah.
had 17 rushes for
So
61
well.
yards.
Did you guys see what his rush prop was last week?
37 yards. I was
took
on
it.
it.
We were on that
yeah,
thing,
we were on
baby.
that.
Let's
Very
go.
Yeah.
nice.
Because
Easy money.
we didn't know if he was going to play or not.
That
but,
should have been short.
Yeah.
It was easy.
It should have been short, yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, so and he caught three passes for 20 yards.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
So-
dominated that thing.
Now,
So-
Kev, do you have a play on Christian Wirf to get a touchdown, our left tackle? 'Cause apparently he does that.
Hey,
Yeah.
You guys want to hear a fun fact?
What's
For the
that?
month of November, who has more touchdowns, Tristan Wirf or Jamar Chase?
Oh my gosh,
That's a fact.
dude!
I have another fun fact. I have a signed football from Mr. Wharf
That's sick.
that I got at our local establishment over here.
I met that guy. He is a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying at
Super nice
Ocean's
guy.
Prime, you want
At Ocean's Prime, the guy was there picking up his girlfriend at the time, now wife.
Yeah.
Her bag, she left it behind. He went there to pick it up. Just a
Yeah.
really nice guy. So shout out Tristan Wirf. You are a gentleman.
And
Yes,
great
you are.
hands.
Nice. So my second pick is actually going to be Seattle over Atlanta. Seattle's favored by 7 points. I wrote it down, so I knew who Atlanta was playing, apparently.
Kev, you keep an eye on Atlanta, man.
Oh,
you were like, if they're
Moneyline
Atlanta-
Kev is hating on Atlanta as much as I hate on the Giants.
Okay, number one.
Kevin's like, oh, who's Atlanta playing?
Number one, they're in the same division.
Yeah.
Number two, it makes me so mad. The second year I've had Bijan on my fantasy team, and the second year they just don't use him as often
It's-
as
yeah.
they should. So
When I was in that game in Atlanta against Miami, and they ran the guy like 4 times, I'm like, what is wrong with this team?
So last year I kept on saying it's Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith left, went to Pittsburgh. It's not Arthur Smith.
No,
It's
it's
just-
not.
I don't know
They're just-
what
I
it
don't know what
is.
they're doing. The guy's amazing.
I
Yeah.
think Kirk Cousins just gets tired and he's like, Omaha.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw.
So my third pick is going to be a teaser. I'm going to do a 2-game teaser. So I'm going to do New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is favored by 8.5 right now. And I'm going to tease that down to 2.5. And then I'm going to do Denver at Vegas. And Denver is favored by 7.5. I'm going to tease that down to 1.5. So when you do these teasers, it brings it down to minus 125. You get those extra points because
Yep.
I honestly believe that the Tampa Bay game is going to be a little closer than 8.5 points.
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. And then Denver, I feel like they're just going to kill them, but it's just insurance.
Well, they play close ones, honestly.
Yeah.
Like so, last week they went to overtime, 1-1 against the Commanders.
Yep.
Week before that, they took care of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think it was that game, and then other than that, before that, that was part of my read. It was like they're winning a lot of close games and they're
Yeah.
barely covering. So yeah, that's a good
Well,
point.
remember last time they played Oakland, they won by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's
And you know that because you had them in Survivor that week.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
So I feel like that's a good safe bet. Now I do want to throw a little caveat before I finish though. The Tampa Bay line, it was at 7.5 this morning, and now it's at 8.5. If it goes up to 9, don't do the teaser. I'm going to do the teaser today because that's what it's at. But 9 is the no-go zone because if you tie in a teaser, then it basically makes it not worth it when one game ties.
Yep.
And that's only 3 points.
3 points.
Well, then the half point actually. If it goes to 9, then yeah, it'd be 3 points. But if it gives you the half, and at that point, then you it would have to win or lose.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just throwing that out there. A third game I do like in case that Tampa Bay line's not available is Houston +3 at Kansas City. So that brings it up to +9.
I like that a lot. Ooh, nice.
And
yeah.
Houston they have a good defense. Kansas
Best
City
in the
has a
league.
good defense.
Yeah.
And I know Kansas City's they have an explosive offense. They picked it up the past few weeks, but I feel like that would still be a close game.
Now, if Kansas City wins, can they get in the playoffs still?
They can still. They need to
They
win
have to
out.
win out.
So they're going to be hyper motivated.
They got to win out.
They're going to be really
be a
motivated to
play-out.
win. That's why I feel
But
like
same for Houston. They need to win on as well.
That's true.
that's why I feel like the teasing to the +9 on that
like that.
is a good spot
Yeah.
to be in. And if you take all 3, if you're able to get all 3, then that's +140.
Yeah, so for me, I like to do 3-way teasers. The reason being is I love the plus money.
Plus 140.
Plus 140. Yeah, we're very familiar with plus 140. That's our thing.
Exactly.
That's how we roll.
So yeah, 2 is -125, 3
Yep.
is +140.
Correct.
Yeah, so those are my picks. Bucky Irving over 89.5 all-purpose yards. Seattle -7 over Atlanta. And then the 3-game teaser with Tampa Bay and Denver, or the 2-game teaser, Tampa Bay and Denver.
Throw Houston in there, baby.
Yeah, you think I should
I
do
think
all
you
3?
100%
I'm
should do that.
taking all of our picks when we're done.
Yep.
Man,
Throwing
pull-
10 on it.
Yep.
You know what? Pull my arm.
Let's do it. You're in.
Let's
Monty
do
goes
it.
in.
All right, what you got, baby?
Right, week 14 picks. First on the first of 3, I have Washington beating straight up Minnesota Vikings. I believe Jay Daniels will be back. If not, I like Mariota. He played a great game on Monday Night Football again.
He's solid, man.
He was fun to watch.
He protects the ball.
Yeah.
He does. He protects the ball.
Yep.
He got it out every single time. Like he's slaying it just in the right amount of time. Like there was not a lot of pressure on him. He did a really good job. I mean, and then even in overtime, I'm like, wow, this because I think they deferred the ball. Denver scored.
Yep.
And then they went back also and scored.
Yep.
And then the only thing that happened was they went for the 2 and
went for
they
two.
failed to convert. At that
Yep.
point, they lost. So if anyone, I don't know what the spread was in that game. Was it 4 or was it 3? I'm assuming it would have been Broncos, but
No,
I
it was
couldn't.
Broncos by 6.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
so at that point, actually no, they covered if they just left it at that.
Correct.
But because they scored as well, the
Exactly.
Commanders at that point, they pretty much
Yep.
kicked everyone out. So
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
one of those bad beats. But I like where the team's going. I think that they kind of found something with Mariota, and if
Yep.
it is Daniels, I think at that point he just wants to get back in rhythm. So I'm not even when I looked at this team, they were favored by 1, then they went to 1.5. Now they are actually underdogs
by 1.5.
So
the reason is because J.J. McCarthy's been cleared to play.
And I'm okay with that.
He's not even good. I don't know why.
He's not good.
He's definitely better than Max Brosner, but
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of strange to watch because like he has like these random like moments of like where he's good and then just quickly fades away when
Fully
it comes
fades
to
away.
Mariota.
Yeah.
I've never seen a team just. I mean, if Justin Jefferson doesn't ask to be traded after this season,
that's the shame. There is the team was so set up, and then to lose Sam Darnold, who's playing amazing right now,
That's
and then
wild.
also Daniel Jones. Both those guys were on the roster.
You can't let that
Both
happen.
those guys wanted to stay.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're good. We got JJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it was a few weeks ago. I heard somebody mention that like the offensive coach on the Vikings, he likes his quarterbacks to throw a certain way, which was not the way that JJ threw in college.
Yeah.
So, some of the speculation is that he just can't get used to that style.
The new way. Yeah. I can see that.
It could be tough to learn to do that. I mean, again, he was drafted last year, got injured in preseason.
Yep.
This is his first season starting. Played first game. I mean, his first game he looked great. Second
great.
game
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Third game got hurt, I believe.
Was that Chicago, wasn't it?
Yeah, Chicago
Away
beat
game?
Chicago. Yeah.
It was just it's been tough to watch. So you as a Minnesota fan, like
Yeah. I'm very bitter.
I don't know what the future looks like for you guys.
I think we need to draft a new quarterback.
I was gonna say, do you
He's
just
not good.
you just pivot?
Yeah, I think you have to pivot. You really do.
Just pick a
I mean,
new
I've
team
seen-
to
I
root
think I've
for,
seen enough.
you know.
That's wild. Yeah, pick a new team. So that's pick 1. I like Commanders on the money line against Minnesota. Second
sure.
pick, I'm actually gonna go ahead and go with a prop. I like Bucky Irvin to catch 2.5 balls. His reception
that.
Yeah.
is 2.5 for plus money.
Yeah.
If you guys had a guess, right? Bucky's been missing a good amount of the season.
Yep.
As far as how many balls, he's caught thrown at him, what would you say his completion is?
His completion rate?
Yeah.
It's got to be up there, like 80%.
Okay.
I think you already told me it was 100%, so I'm going to guess 100%.
I did tell you, it's 100%. Every ball thrown to Bucky, he catches.
Yeah.
I think this might be a second season doing. Don't quote me on that. I know for sure. I looked at the facts for this year. It
Yeah.
was. I read a thing that I looked up on. I was like, wow, Bucky doesn't drop a ball.
He is
You
really
throw
good.
him the ball, he catches the
It's
ball.
a different team when he's on the
Yeah.
team.
It really is.
man.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like 3 balls thrown his way. That's great. I like having even Mike Evans having back. It's going to spread the field. This is the team we talked about all season.
From the beginning.
It's from the
Yeah.
beginning. It
Yeah.
was having Chris Godwin out there with
Yes.
Mike Evans.
Yes.
I think. We're gonna definitely have the rookie Ibuka, but no,
Ibuka,
the other guy that we had last year, I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
Sterling?
McMillan.
McMullen.
Is also he's also
yeah,
trending
McMillan,
towards
yeah.
playing as well.
Ibuka coming back
But
soon?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's playing. Actually, Ibuka is playing.
Yeah,
Ibuka's
Ibuka's
playing.
Yeah.
So
And
we have
still have
Bucky out
McMillan.
there.
Yeah.
Or not McMillan, I'm sorry.
can't wait for the
We still have
playoffs.
Sterling Shepard, who
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's clutch.
He's
Yeah,
clutch.
no,
Yeah,
we
definitely
have a
clutch.
lot of weapons on the offense, so I'm excited to watch them play together. So for me, him over 2.5, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Plus money, why not? Let's do it. Let's
yeah.
share
Oh,
our
yeah.
bucks.
So
Actually,
as you guys know, I have the Buccaneers to the division. Is anybody scared the Carolina Panthers might beat them?
no,
'Cause they're
because they
currently
end up
tied right now.
we play them twice.
Twice.
And I thought about this as a pivot bet because we
Yeah.
took them for the division.
Yeah.
But then I saw the schedule for the Carolina, and it's not good.
No.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they. I think they don't. I got to look it up. We'll look it up,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about it again in the next episode. But I don't think they have a shot. I know that Carolina's on bye this week.
Yeah.
We obviously play the New
Saints.
Orleans Saints, which is
Yeah.
great for our division.
Yep.
And Atlanta plays Seattle, so I'm not scared about this week. So we'll revisit this next week.
I like that.
We'll have some facts.
like
We'll go
that.
through the rest
Yeah.
of the schedule and kind of go through there.
Tell the viewers where are we going to be next week?
Oh, if you guys want me to let them know the secret, we're going to be at the game, Ray J. We're going to
Yep.
record there in the
Yep.
parking lot, facing the stadium.
Live.
It'll be a great episode.
Yeah. I'm
super
Tune
excited.
in
We'll be
next
there.
week. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of
excited.
comments like, how can we meet the Parlay Bros?
You can find
Just
us.
go to the game.
Go to the game.
Yeah, go to the tailgate.
Find us there. We will be there. It'll be fun. We'll be recording live, so that'll be fun.
Yep.
So that is pick 2, Bucky Irvin for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, over 2.5 receptions. And last but not least, I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles minus 2.5 over the LA Chargers. If you guys haven't heard the news, Justin Herbert just had surgery a couple of days ago, left, so it's not his throwing arm. And he's playing on Monday. Apparently, that's the plan. He's
Wow.
not.
That is it's the same thing Aaron Rodgers did. He's gonna have the cast on. That makes no sense. It's absolutely, especially Philadelphia's defense is not like
No.
a,
Yeah, I
a
know.
soft hitting
They're
defense.
not going to be easy.
It's not,
to
it's
do.
not the game to do
This
that.
is not the game to do that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm thinking this is very foolish
That's-
for them. Yeah.
I think both these teams really need this to lock in. I mean, Definitely Philly to lock in their division because I think the Cowboys are catching up to
They're
them.
catching up. They really are.
They're catching up, so the chase is on, and then when it comes to the LA Chargers side, you have it's the Broncos division right now
Broncos
to
are doing
lose.
so well.
Yeah, man, they look good.
So they can't afford to lose anything there either. So I definitely like that. And I think it's funny. So I just made fun of Philly actually the other day recently because I'm like, why is this team not getting along? It's like they're just playing. They're not cohesively playing together. So I think they have a whole week to kind of figure it out. And it's a Monday night game. You got to find a way to win together. Honestly, at this point, they've got great weapons.
Insane.
Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown,
Yeah.
Devontae Smith,
So good.
Dallas Goddard. The
defense
line
is
is
great,
great.
yeah.
Defense is great.
Great,
Defense is
yeah.
good. They find
You
a
got
way.
Jalen can run.
Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
that's what I'm
I'm sorry,
saying.
I didn't even mention Jalen Hurts. Exactly.
Yeah.
You could run, you could pass.
Yeah.
I think if they just put it together, they could beat Herbert and company. Who's the backup to Herbert? Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Terrible. That was terrible.
I
Yeah, it was
love
interesting
this.
because Kevin had the Chargers this week for Survivor, and I texted him like, "Hey, buddy, Trey Lance is in the game. We're getting concerned over here."
Nice. Yeah, no. So those are my three picks. So real quick, Washington Commanders on the money line, Bucky Irvin, 2.5 receptions, and Philadelphia -2.5.
Nice. All right, we're over to college football now. Things are getting crazy. This is championship weekend. This is where it gets fun, man.
Let's
Like,
go.
college football playoff. There's
Yep.
we're playing chess, not checkers now, boys. It's getting wild. Last week, I like to say that I'm one of those boxers who's like 1-26 because I just throw haymakers, right? Last week, one hit. So it was a very exciting weekend for me. I put a $50 parlay on 8 teams, and I was hanging out with my family. We saw A Christmas Story, the play, which was great, by the way. And I came home, threw a fire in the fireplace, and I looked at my phone, the Hard Rock app, and I'm like, holy crap, I got 7 out of 8 so far. All I need now
Alabama
is
minus
Bama
5.5.
Yeah.
Bama to beat Auburn by 5.5. Watch the whole game, and for all intents and purposes, this is for fun. My thought is if I lose $50, but I can watch a game I normally wouldn't care about and really get into it. That's what it's
betting
for.
is about. It's
That's
exactly what it's
Makes
about.
every
I hope-
game fun.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
the viewers understand that. Obviously it's fun to make money and we want to win and we care about that a lot too. But also, I'm like, I am spending $50 to care a lot about a game I wouldn't even watch. I watched
Entertainment.
every play of that game. It was so much fun. What was crazy is if anybody saw the game, it came down to Alabama had the ball. They were like 4th and 2 on the 3-yard line or 2-yard line of Auburn. There was like a minute and a half left, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna lose because Alabama's gonna kick a field goal. They're gonna win by 3. I need them to win by 6. They ended up going for it on 4th and 2. They got the touchdown.
They did. They did.
I'm freaking out. It's like
Totally
11
crazy.
o'clock at night. The dog's howling. He's like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Amazon got here? And then Auburn gets the ball back. They start driving with like 40 seconds left. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then they fumble. We won the game. It was just awesome. So that $50 bet ended up being a $2,700 payday, which was super exciting. I did something with that money I'll share in a second. But so last week, the 3 games that I called on this show that earned the little duck was I had Oregon 6.5 over Washington. I don't know. Last weekend was just one of those weekends where I mentioned it. When we were all here last week, like sometimes the games just look good, right?
They line
It's like
up.
you just
that,
see
that, like that
things.
Florida State game. They didn't even make
Yeah.
sense. It's like that's
Yeah.
easy bet, easy money.
It's like you're going down the the bullpen of all the games, right? And then some just pop out.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
3D. They're like, that is not right. So the ones for me were Oregon 6.5, Washington. I've watched a lot of Husky games. They're not that good. So Oregon took care of business there. The other game that I just stuck out at me was the Minnesota Gophers. PJ Fleck, great coach. They're a good program. They're at Minnesota at home, and they were a 2-point underdog against Wisconsin, who's not had a
Terrible.
good year.
Absolutely
I'm
terrible.
like, Minnesota's going to win outright. They definitely did. Kevin noticed this the other day. The third game I called was Florida State at UF. Kev, you were saying UF was a minus? No, it was a pick'em.
It was a pick'em.
When I made the pick.
Yeah, when you
and then
made it. And then Saturday, it was -3 UF.
-3
Yeah,
UF.
all the money
line
was coming in.
moving.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I won't bore you with the other ones that were on the 8-game parlay, but just a lot of fun. There was a couple other games. Ohio State, I thought that one was going to be a smooth win. It was too. So, okay, this week we've got conference championship games. There's not as many games because it's only the conference championships, but There's three that definitely jumped out to me. I'll throw in a little fourth one as a little early Christmas gift. But I've got Georgia at home against Alabama. Georgia's a 2.5-point favorite. Man, that defense is so aggressive and talented. Their offensive line is just gargantuan. I like Georgia to win and cover the 2.5.
I love Georgia this week.
I think
I
that
love
line
it.
gets to 4.
Yeah.
So I got it at 2.5.
Got to get it before it hits 3, guys.
Yeah, that one's really clear to me. The other one is Virginia Cavaliers against Duke. Virginia put almost 600 yards last time they played each other. So that's 3.5. I think Virginia wins by anywhere from 7 to 10.
Yep.
I think they take care of business. Really, really good quarterback play out of Virginia. Great coach there as well. And then the other one, you could take the win, but I'm going to take the points. So I've got Indiana plus 4.5. Indiana's now a football school, and they're playing Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. I think Indiana gets the win, but I'm going to go with the points. So I'm going to take Indiana plus 4.5. One little extra one, I definitely like the under in the first half. I could see a lot of like getting it going, 3 and out, some punting. Each team's feeling each other out a little bit. So my picks are Georgia minus 2.5, Virginia minus 3.5, Indiana plus 4.5, and the first half under in that Indiana Ohio State game.
I like that a lot.
Yep. So those are my picks. Before we wrap up, I wanted to ask, because you were mentioning futures, if you guys don't mind sharing, who has futures for? I'm just curious the landscape, because we're kind of getting to that part of the season.
Oh, yeah.
So Ryan, why don't you kick us off? What do you got?
Yeah, so one of the biggest features I have is what we've mentioned many times is the Giants under 5.5 wins. And so the great thing is they've only won 2, and there's 4 games left. And so we're looking really good because they have to play the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are playing for their lives to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I feel very comfortable in that game. I also have the Buccaneers to win the division, and where that game they're currently tied with Carolina, but as we mentioned, they play Carolina two times before the end of the year is done. And as the Buccaneers are getting healthier, I feel very comfortable with that. One of the fun ones is the Houston Texans to win the division. So 5-6 weeks ago, I thought that was a burning ticket. I thought that was going to be a coaster. But the crazy thing is they've actually won 5 of the last 6 weeks, and they beat the Colts.
Yeah.
And so them beating independent they're actually only 1 game back.
Wow.
Between the Colts, as I mentioned before, Daniel Jones got a broken leg. And so I think the Colts are kind of sputtering as Houston is kind of taken off.
Yeah.
So I actually feel pretty good about that one. And then I also have the 49ers to win the division. That one is the one I'm most concerned about.
Okay.
The reason being is the Rams have looked so great, and then I did not expect Seattle to be as good as they are. And so right now, those 3 teams are pretty much tied right now. The good thing is the 49ers do have a head-to-head victory over both of those other teams, and so they actually have the better conference record. But I actually think the Rams are actually better than the 49ers, and so that's what concerns me there.
Nice. Those are great. Oh, don't forget your college one.
Oh, yes, and in college we have Miami to win the national championship. And so
Let's go.
That's a very large amount on that one because the multiplier is quite large.
Yes, it is.
And so I'm very interested to see how this weekend plays.
Yes, as of mine.
Because right now Miami is looking in, so they're 1 away from getting in there because they have Notre Dame slotted in ahead of Miami, even though Miami beat Notre Dame. And so there's been a lot of talk about the fact that they did beat them head to head. And so this week is really big because if Texas Tech can do what they need to do
Against BYU.
and
And they're an 11-point favorite.
they are 12.5 now.
Oh,
Looked
it
up.
just went up.
Oh, man.
Just went up. And so if Texas Tech can beat BYU, then BYU will fall out. Then Miami will move up, and then they say the head-to-head will matter. And so so right now, all the Miami Hurricane fans are huge Texas Tech fans, as so am I.
Yeah.
That's what's so fun about this part of the year. Like, I've never watched a Troy football game.
Yeah.
I really am rooting for them on Friday night against James Madison University.
Was it 11 points?
It's 22.
23 and a half.
23
and a half.
23. Keeps
23
going
and a half.
higher and higher. So, before I do mine real quick, Kev, anything on the futures?
You know, I didn't have a chance to take any future bets before the season
You
started.
can still make them.
Yeah, I could still make them. I can't think of any at the moment because like so many of them are kind of set.
Yeah.
Um,
They're moving targets, man.
yeah.
So, give you an example. Just this is for the audience, right? So, like, we took the Bucks.
Yep.
It was plus 125. Good odds.
Yeah.
Okay, you could still take those odds on Matthew Stafford MVP, for example.
Yeah.
It's Drake May is leading. I think he's negative like minus 131, something like that. But you can still take Matthew Stafford. So if you wanted to hop in on a futures bet, you still can.
Yep.
MVP, for example, would be one of them.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's those 2 quarterbacks right now is pretty much who it looks like.
I'd honestly take Drake Like even at minus money, it's not, it's close enough.
He's playing really well.
But he's balling.
He is. I mean, it looks like they're kind of. I mean, would you say if they've locked up that division against the Bills?
Yeah, they definitely have. They definitely
Okay.
have.
And then that would be your bet. And again, you're not looking at terrible odds there either way.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Bucks to win the division. So that's the one that I have for the
Nice.
season.
I like that.
Yeah, it looks good so far still too. So I was kind of looking at Carolina just make sure I forgot to look at anything to kind of hedge, but it's fine.
Yep.
I think they'll still kind of be able to pull that one out. I took the Chiefs. I think we talked about it earlier a couple episodes ago with the Colts, parlayed them. Not looking good because the Colts look like they want to give it up.
They do.
And then the
They
Chiefs
were hot
just-
like mid-season.
They were.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the
Until he
whole-
broke his leg.
So
Yeah.
Seriously, until he broke his leg, it was great.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to throw a good deep ball with one leg.
Yeah, well, the craziest thing is the fact that running is such a big part of Daniel Jones' game, and you
It
take
is.
out the whole running aspect. That hurts you.
Yeah, I mean, you take the running prop.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row. That's gonna.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's a
It
good way-
works.
yeah, it's a good way to do it.
not now.
That division is still live too bad, by the way.
Well,
Rams,
the crazy thing is, go ahead.
Who is it? It's Rams, Seattle, 49ers,
yeah, all
and those
three
are the
of
only three. Because I think even the Hard Rock pulled Arizona. 'Cause they're
Arizona's
like,
gone,
We
yeah.
can't
Yeah.
give you plus enough money to figure this out.
Yeah, they've actually been eliminated from playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Arizona's
yeah,
eliminated.
so it's
Yeah.
basically those three. I don't think
Yeah.
Seattle will catch it. And
I don't
I
either.
love Seattle. I thought they were a great team.
But Seattle has lost to the Rams and the 49ers.
So what's crazy is the 49ers are now getting healthy.
They are. That's what I mean.
And that's kind of the issue when it comes to that. It's kind of like they have a strong push forward, but
Yeah.
the Rams still
They
have.
just look so good.
They do, man. And now they're involving Blake Corum as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have Kyron
Yeah.
Williams, you have Blake Corum, you
So-
have Puka, you've got Devontae Adams. I mean, it's
So my bet's not dead, but that's the one of my futures that I think is the most in trouble.
that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. So those are the two that we pretty much talked about. I didn't get involved in any college football bets for the futures.
Next year.
If I did, by the way, though, I kind of like Ohio to win it all. No, I
Yeah?
know you guys got Miami.
Yeah,
Ohio
yeah.
just looks so.
Oh
solid.
yeah, they're steamrolling.
They're
They're
stacked. They're
definitely-
minus
they are.
120, minus 140 favorite to win it all.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Yep. I'm gonna, yeah. So
Yeah, it's funny because when my brother Ryan and I did the University of Miami to win it all, they were like steamrolling.
Yeah.
They just beat Notre Dame game one. They
Yep.
looked so good.
It was still
Is
plus
that the
money.
week?
Yeah.
Is that before they lost
Yeah.
to Tulane?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
they
yeah.
were just on fire, and then
Totally
they lost to Louisville
Louisville
those
and
two
SMU.
bad locks, SMU.
Yep.
But I have Clemson to win the national championship. That's not gonna
Coaster.
happen. That's not
Coaster
gonna
bet.
happen.
It's coaster bet,
It
baby.
sucks when it's like that's just train wrecks right away. You're
Yeah.
like, well, that sucked.
Yeah.
How's he gonna do that again? I think next year for my futures, I'm gonna get into the season in a couple weeks.
The crazy
like,
thing
why not?
is I didn't
Yeah.
realize you could. I think that's the better way to do it.
I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you had to do it before
You can
the
still
season.
bet wins today.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I was looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
the Giants today. The number's 4.5. You know what I mean?
You know,
Like,
having
can-
done sports betting for a long time now,
Yeah.
and like doing this show and just getting better at what we do, this was a big aha for me this year. Is like, oh, I'm going to do futures in the season,
Yeah.
not always before.
Oh
it.
yeah.
And then we've got Miami, of course. If they get into the playoff, it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
If they
We'll
get
be
in the
rooting
playoff-
hard.
Yeah, I was thinking we should go to the game.
Oh
How
my
much fun would
gosh.
that be?
Yeah, we could do all kinds of hedging too. So
Yeah.
this is not smart. I don't advise doing
You
this.
gonna talk about it?
I'm going to bring it up.
Let's
because-
do it. James Madison, hater over here.
Okay, so I don't know what I was thinking. This is why I don't. This is why I still have a job. I was feeling good. I was probably drinking some cold brew coffee and fired up at the gym, listening to some talk radio, whatever. And so there was a lot of hate on James Madison. And I just thinking about like looking at the college, just being a college football fan my whole life. I'm like, there's no way James Madison University is going to be on the college football graphic.
the
on
bracket,
ESPN.
the big bracket. I know what you mean.
And I wouldn't recommend it, but I took my entire winnings, 2,700 from the 8-game parlay, put it all on the will James Madison make the playoff? No button. It's minus 170, so total payout, I'll get my money back is 4,250 or something. So
Yep.
we are rooting for Troy for the 7% upset, and then
Yep.
if that happens, JMU's out. That's not JMU is going to steamroll Troy.
Yep.
The big game is going to be Virginia. If they beat Duke,
Yep.
we're good.
We're good.
If Duke wins, I'm screwed.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is when he said it's negative 170, I'm like, well, you know the money line for Virginia is also negative 170. The bookmakers know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because
They
that
do.
is the bet. That's the exact same bet.
I would have done it again, but you know what? You'll only live once. I already bought my Cavs T-shirt. It'll be on Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on there with you.
So
I bet max
Let's
know,
get
5
together and watch
units.
the game.
Yeah,
We'll be Cavs fan. For
Yeah.
When you sent that, I'm like, how long will it take me to take a mortgage out on the loan? So I'm like, this house, we could just take it out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Put
the
it
no
in
and
there.
cheer it on.
About
there.
10 minutes later, I was like, I kind of wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah.
We're all in now, baby. Let's
We're in,
go,
baby. We're in.
Virginia.
Well, we got to get together and watch the game together.
We are going to watch
We got to
that game.
watch
Is
that
that
game
Friday
together.
night?
Let's get
Yeah.
no, it's Saturday.
No, it's Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, we'll get a group out.
We'll get a
So,
group
any
together.
parting words before we cast off?
No, just want to say I cannot believe college football is the season's already done.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's we wait so long, we get so excited, and then it just seems like a blink of an eye. It's already done.
That's true. But you know what we
Playoffs
got now,
on the
right?
way.
Playoffs.
Bowl
Playoffs
games.
on the way, bowl
We
games.
got bowl games.
We got bowl games.
Yeah.
We got college basketball.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We have to get ready for the Biloxi trip, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
We got
No
college
March
hoops.
Madness.
Start doing some
March
March
Madness.
Madness.
Never ends.
I messaged to Ryan earlier this week, and I was like, hey, Florida's playing Duke right now. And it was so dumb because I'm like, dude, maybe we should take Duke because they're playing at Duke.
Yep.
It's a 8.5 point
8.5,
game. Why
8.5.
wouldn't I take the points with Florida? Didn't first
Nope.
half looked solid. I'm like, we're
Yep,
looking
yep,
good
yep.
on this bet. So it just goes to show you how March Madness is going to be, but it's going to be
man.
fun. We're going to be talking about that a little bit more and more on the
Yep,
episode.
we'll start
here
bringing in
on
some
the
college
show,
basketball
on the
next time.
broadcast.
Yep.
Yeah. Broadcast.
Yep.
Right, we
Don't
gotta
worry,
talk
there's
about it.
always a sport.
There's
Yes.
always something to get your
always.
beak wet.
Exactly.
I do miss baseball. I was having lunch earlier today after golf, and I'm like, kind of wish I could bet on something right now.
Yeah.
A little baseball back in the day. I was like, all right, I guess we'll just watch some golf.
Yeah, there's always a sport. So we will be at the Buck Stadium, Raymond James, next
Yes.
week.
Oh, yeah.
Have an awesome weekend. Please smash the like. Send us a comment. Let us know what you like for college football. Who's going to get in? Was my James Madison pick brilliant or dumb?
Yeah.
Let us know. Have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody.
See you
See
guys.
ya.
Bye.